That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Philly's offense getting the ball again here in just a second. But if you look at the NFC picture as a whole, a lot of talk, understandably so, about the Rams and the Saints, the Panthers even. But what kind of chance do you give the Eagles of getting back to the Super Bowl?
I give them a good chance because Carson Wentz continues to get better coming back from the knee injury. They made the deal to get Golden Tate, which gives them another weapon at receiver, and that's starting to get better.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On the handoff, it's Michel. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel spinning away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Straight 15, straight 15. Black, come on.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. A dump off to Sproles. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw is Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a pitch out to Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Wait! Go!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
82, 82! That's it!
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Shorty, shorty, shorty!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hang in there now, hang in there now! Run! Black, come on. That's it. Rip. Black.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And some room to work. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On the ball. Go, go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, 28 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's go.
On third down, Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Stop! Sugar, sugar! Sugar, sugar! Stop! Here we go. 72.
Brady to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it's third down.
31!
Now a play fake. Brady. And bulldozing his way through. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
20! Wide 20! Stop! Stop! Sugar! Shadow! Right! Right!
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
82, 82!
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Run, run. Stay stack. Please. 82, 82.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure he had time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on now. Let's go. 81, 81. 81.
Back to throw. They still can't get it. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Brady to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Linebacker Nigel Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The first carry for Josh Adams. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Adams in the final minute. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And
what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. no cork. I want that cork. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in there gently. Ain't being friends with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cork. I want that cork. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cork. I want that cork. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Brando Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder.